YouTube. We should be live on YouTube. If you were watching my stream a little bit ago, I shut down my app for a second because I had to take care of something offline. And in the past, I've been able to launch the app back up, and it'll ask me if I want to resume. And it didn't ask me to resume this time. I don't know why it didn't. And I couldn't get back onto the stream I was on live. Hey babe, how you doing? I'm gonna wait for some more people to pop back in, and they will see. I'll explain what happened. I was starting to explain it. Can you hear me clearly, babe? Can you hear me coming through? Can you hear me tap the mic here? I want to make sure the sound is okay. Rosie Wren with the 199 super chat. She's officially monetized, so we sound good. You hear me tapping this, right? Congratulations, Rosie, on your monetization. My lady says yes, she can. All right. I'm gonna wait for a few more people to pop back in, and then I'll explain once again what happened. I'm gonna have to add the thumbnail after the show ends when I get home from the laptop, so people that see this in the YouTube feed are going to see some random picture I just took from the trail of some bushes out here. I think your band-aid fell off and had to reapply. No, it wasn't that, bro. It wasn't the band-aid. No. So yeah, here's what happened. I had to do something for a second, and in the past, I've been able to just close down the YouTube app, force close it, and it stops the stream temporarily. And then when I relaunch it and click on go live, it typically would ask me, would you like to resume the stream? And for some reason, in this situation, it didn't do that. Well, now YouTube has changed their mobile app to where they're now listing any streams, whether they're from desktop or from mobile, that are scheduled or set to private and you haven't done them yet. It shows up right when you click on go live. It gives you an option to scroll through all those. And so I don't know if their new system is just a little bit buggy, but hopefully, in the future, if I have to go offline for a second, I can pop right back in. I had to start a new stream. I had to go and get my description from my old stream, and it's hard to do that on your phone. That's a large group of guys on the trail. All spread across the trail there. It's all good. But anyway, I created a new stream. Folks, the other stream is no longer there, right? I did delete it. And again, it's very difficult to do this from your phone, but I got it done. I know how to do it. It just takes time, and it's hard to see on a small phone screen and the sun in your face and all that, but it's all good. All right. Congratulations, Rosie Wren, for getting monetized, and thank you again for the 199 super chat. We're going to come and hit your super chat one of these days. That's awesome. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you so much. This is episode number 455 of Walking with Purpose. Now, I know GLM was here earlier today under her Gabrielle Louise Martinez channel. She's not here now. Maybe she'll come back. GLM is back to being a moderator here. And, she's moved on past all the drama. So have we. And, I've talked with her. She's not going to be talking about that drama group or those people anymore. I just, want to let it be. Like, I met a lot of great people on this platform that knew me and were supporting me, and I was supporting them before that drama group entangled some of these people. GLM was one of them. And so now that, the dust has supposedly settled, it's all good. And GLM, you have great opinions. Yeah, sometimes we disagree and sometimes we agree, but it's great to have you around. And my lady missed you actually while you were gone, but she understands why I removed you initially, or several times. But I honestly don't think you mean any harm, and I don't think you've ever meant any harm at all. But I think you have come to the conclusion that I have. It's just not even worth talking about any of these drama people. And I'm only saying this because GLM is back, and why I wanted to mention why I brought her back in case anybody's wondering. It's my decision, and my lady and I both welcome her back with open arms. Now, today's topic on episode number 455 of Walking with Purpose is it's a very good one. And it's when there isn't trust, or when you don't have trust, or when there isn't trust, there's always faith. One more time. When there isn't trust, there's always faith. And what that means is, even when you can't trust someone, no matter who it is, and it's hard to trust anyone nowadays, right? Trust is hard to gain and earn, right? But when you don't have trust, you should always have faith in people and faith in humanity and just faith in general. Because if you don't have faith in general, faith in humanity, right? Faith in other people, same thing, right? Then you're truly not a happy person. Because people that are truly happy and are decent people that mean no harm to anyone are going to have faith in others and faith in things despite the lack of trust that there may be. Right? Let me know if that makes sense to you. And I've been living by that rule or law, or however you want to say it, probably for the last 15 to 20 years of my life. I'll be 50 years old later this year. Now, I didn't, understand this at the level I do nowadays when I was younger, but over the last 15 to 20 years, I've really grown to learn to accept and understand this, right? Because if you don't have faith in anyone or anything, then how can you get anywhere, right? How are you going to get ahead in life if you don't have faith in any other person, right? And again, I would prefer to completely trust someone before taking a chance on working with them, professionally, or before starting to date someone like I did with my lady. But it doesn't work that way. You never know. You just have to take a leap of faith. Sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, right? But again, if you have zero faith, despite your lack of trust in people, then you're never going to get anywhere. You're going to be spinning your wheels. It's just the way it goes. $17 people in the box, 2 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. I know the thumbnail is weird because I had to start this show from the trail. Again, I'll fix this when I get home, upload the thumbnail and fix the description. I believe the title and description I carried over, but I have to fix some other things. I'll take care of that when I get home. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat regarding the topic or any other business or personal, things that you want some advice on or my opinion on, and I'd be happy to answer that. In the meantime, I want to start off today's show by mentioning that my lady and I had a great day. I gotta say, something happened today. Something amazing happened today for my lady, and I'm involved in it too. Okay. And I gotta tell you, last Friday, something that my lady and I had been waiting for a while to come through finally came through, and that was a blessing. And something else today also started to come through that we've been looking forward to for the last year or so. And that's why it's important to have faith. Even when, the system is flawed, you can't trust the system, you can't trust other people, right? Remember, when you can't have trust, when there isn't trust, there's always faith, right? And hope, right? But more so faith, right? I've never been able to trust the system, and it's always been hard to trust other people. But I've always had faith in the system and faith in other people, right? And having that faith has allowed maybe half the things I've wanted to accomplish to happen instead of none. Because if I had zero faith in anything, then I wouldn't have accomplished shit, right? So something incredible and unexpected. Well, we knew this was coming, but we didn't expect to get this phone call today. My lady got a phone call today, and I'm not going to mention what it is at this point. But I'm just letting you folks know, especially those of you that have been following my lady and I for the last year, since my lady started producing content on this channel here, Coach Eli 2, authentic live streams. It used to be uncensored live streams, but then we changed it to authentic and made more sense, right? She started creating content with me on May 10th, 2022, and we're going to have a great anniversary show that day with her, and then her birthday's coming up the following week after that on May 16th, if I remember correctly. She'll beat me up if I butchered that. May 16th. But yeah, coming soon, when everything's all said and done, we'll share more details regarding this amazing thing that happened today, right? And I think some people will be shocked, they'll be surprised. Some people will still talk mad shit. That's okay. We expect that, right? But I'll tell you this, folks. When you find the right partner in life, and it's not easy. I get it, whoosh whoosh. I understand. You've been through divorce, and earlier on the previous stream before it got cut off and I had to restart it here on this new one, you were saying you lost all faith after you and your wife got divorced a while back. I can understand that, right? I can understand that. But when you do find the right person and you work together as a team in the way or ways that men and women were meant to work together as a team, you can accomplish anything together that you put your mind to. And that's exactly what my lady and I have done as a team. And it hasn't been easy because, we're in our late 40s. She's been going through menopause, and that's been affecting her. And she's had her depression and anxiety and situation with her kids. This woman's been through a lot. But she has the biggest heart and soul. She's a fighter, and I love that, and I respect that about her, right? And that's why I've been fighting along with her. Not fighting her, but basically fighting the fight of survival and finding ways to make ends meet and make things work. Because her and I believe in each other, right? And we hope that once we share, when we can share what happened today and go into more details, we hope that we can inspire you folks to better your lives, to find that special someone. And when you're going through things, to understand that you have resources that you can use, as long as you use these resources for the right reasons, right? And we can help you find resources that'll help you get back on track and change your life that you may not even know exists or have existed. Got 16 people here. Are you folks just listening? Feel free to chat in the chat. Let me know that you folks are here. These shows that I do are for you folks. This is your time to have a safe space here to share what's on your mind. And maybe myself, my lady, and the great group of people already here, especially the moderators that know us, maybe we can help you turn something around that you've been struggling with, right? Maybe we can help take that frown away and put a smile on your face, right? Well, I got to tell you, today, 101 is really, really jammed right here. There must be an accident. Well, it is rush hour. It is the 5 o'clock hour. I'd hate to be stuck in that shit right now, I'll tell you. I can almost walk faster than those cars are moving on the freeway. You like the 101 GLM if you're around? The 101 runs right to San Francisco, right by the Bay Bridge. Turns into I-80 right there. You know that area. Nobody still chatting? Is my chat frozen here, or can you folks, somebody type something so I can make sure that this hasn't frozen? It's a nice day today. It's I mentioned this on the way in on the original stream that got cut off, and I had to delete it and start over because I couldn't get back in. Nothing happened. Everything's all good. But I was saying, like, when I left my place today, it was 88 degrees. And when I, stepped out of my car on the trail, my car read 82 degrees. So we've been having some nice weather here in the San Francisco Bay Area. But we're supposed to get a little more rain in the next week or two. And I think that's going to be the final storm. It's going to be nothing like those atmospheric rivers we were having earlier this year. But we're going to have a little more rain, and then we're going to be getting into the summer weather. But we got a taste of summer weather this week, and we're getting that today. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. I can't ask for anything better. I cannot. I'm going to move out to the side here and wait for this one person to pass on by. Can somebody say something, or are we stuck? Here we are. The ghost of whoosh whoosh. Now that you're not door dashing, what are you going to do to help your GF with expenses? Well, whoosh whoosh, we pretty much paid most of what we needed to pay using the DoorDash and Uber Eats money. And we still owe a little bit, but we've been able to, get some payment plans. And see, folks, there are a lot of options when you have things to pay. If you just call the companies that you owe money to, okay? If you've had like hardships, like disabilities and stuff like that, or not able to work over a medical condition or something, these companies are willing to work with you. And they're willing to stretch out payment plans with low interest or no interest. All you have to do is call and ask. So we basically did that for the remainder of my lady stuff. And so we're good. And I've got my insurance money, investment money, etc., money that I've made from the past that pays my normal bills. And then whatever I make here on YouTube. And there's more revenue that'll be coming in soon that I'm not going to talk about here today. I'm going to save that for down the road. I was kind of leading into something earlier, but it's not something that we want to discuss at this point. But we will talk about it eventually. So just know we're doing okay. I mean, we're definitely not out of the woods yet, but we're doing okay. And there are options that people can use in a similar situation, because many people are in this situation. Times are tough right now. And, a lot of people, live paycheck to paycheck. And my lady didn't expect to be dealing with all these ailments. It just happens when you get older. And then when these ailments prevent you from working, it's hard. And then but there are options. You do have options, as long as you know what those options are. And I'll share more about. We'll talk more about that down the road. Probably next few weeks or so, month at the latest. I'm looking for ideas for extra money. And it says whoosh whoosh. Well, we'll talk about that in a second. My lady says my expenses are handled. Of course. Yeah, and baby, we talked about this earlier today, that we're not going to get into great detail about some great things that have been happening for us. But we will talk about it down the road, because we want to share with people what options do you have, or you may have, if you're in a similar situation, and many people are. Now, Whoosh Whoosh is saying, I'm looking for ideas for extra money. Well, Whoosh Whoosh, didn't you at one point do a faceless podcast on YouTube? But that was you. Didn't you do back in the days when we had Hangouts on air? Remind me about that, right? So that one option, Whoosh Whoosh, would be to create a YouTube channel. You can even do a faceless YouTube channel. And if you want to find more information on how to monetize a faceless YouTube channel, you can actually go to Think Media. I used to go on panels, but never had my own channel. Yeah, that's what it was. I thought you ran some of your own shows, but apparently not. But yeah, you did go on some panels. Yeah. even the other guy's channel, the removed from YouTube guy's channel. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. But yeah, no, you can run a faceless YouTube channel and you can monetize it and make money that way and just share your thoughts and see whoosh whoosh. There is a market for MGTOW still. There are a lot of people that would appreciate the content, you know. And there are a lot of guys that have decided to be single and withdraw from dating or marrying women. You know, as sad as I feel that is, it's their choice. I would go to Think Media and Think Media Podcasts. I don't know if you heard of them. It's run by Sean Cannell, a great guy that's been doing YouTube for over 10 years. He has a successful media company, Think Media, and then Think Media Podcast. And then look at both those channels. They've done videos on how to monetize faceless channels. And that's one option there, right? Sorry, Coach. Something came up. I got to run out suddenly. I'll catch the rest of the stream later. No problem, bro. No problem, man. Have a good one. Thank you for being here. I'll keep giving you some advice here. DoorDash and Uber Eats. I don't even know if that's a viable option anymore. I mean, what I'm hearing is in many states they're going to pass laws to where it becomes more of a W-2 job where you're going to have to schedule and you're not going to have the option of choosing the orders you take. And you're going to be more of an employee than an independent contractor. And I don't think you want to be an employee. I think you want to be more of an independent contractor. If you start doing it now, for the next month or two, you'll probably still be an independent contractor. But after that, they're just going to start to, a lot of states are creating laws, to, in essence, try to protect the workers and stuff. But the bottom line is, if those laws make you a W-2 employee of DoorDash or Uber Eats, they're going to have more control over you. And the reason why people want to do this is because you have the flexibility of being an independent contractor, self-employed. You can work when you want and when you don't want. You can decline orders as often as you want and only accept the ones you want to take. You're not going to have those options if you become an employee of these companies, if that's the way it goes. Alex the Beer Master. Hey, good afternoon and evening, Eli, my friend. Just figured to stop by. Cheers. How you been, bro? It's been a while. Remember Alex the Beer Master, babe? My ladies here, respectfully, maturely, and professionally. Dawn, say hello to Dawn. Dawn says, hi, Alex, or hey, Alex. Yeah, don't mind the crazy picture thumbnail. I had to delete my original stream because I popped off for a second and I wasn't able to get back on from the app. It didn't allow me to resume, so I had to cancel the original stream and then create a new one on the fly from the trail. But it's great to see you here, man. When are you going to get monetized? Rosie Wren just got monetized and many other people are getting monetized, but at some point, you've been running your panels and stuff, Alex. Get those watch hours, get those subscribers, and let's get you monetized, brother, before the end of 2023. Alex the Beer Master says, I'm doing excellent, Eli, but I did have to go to the doctor's today, but my blood pressure was a little high, but it is what it is. Still going to be doing beer reviews, as you know. Yeah, I mean, everybody's going to have high blood pressure at some point, right? And maybe the reading was high, when it was taken and you leveled off afterwards. But, if you're constantly doing things that elevate your blood pressure, I'd say to kind of tone it down. Like for me, I've tried to minimize as much stress as possible in my life. I try to not let things get to me. I try to not react or overreact anymore to things. I just don't have the desire, time, energy, and I'm almost 50 years old. I don't want to die young. I don't want to die over stress, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, what I would do, Alex, is, did your doctor schedule a follow-up appointment for a few weeks or a month to see where your blood pressure is at that point? Did he give you some blood pressure medication? Let me know, bro. Alex the Beer Master says, I don't even have stress in my life, Eli. I will tell you this. I don't know, my friend. But yeah, I don't have any stress, so maybe because of the food I eat. I don't think the food you eat is going to cause high blood pressure. Your blood sugar may be high. I'm not sure if there's a correlation between, high blood sugar and high blood pressure. There could be. But typically high blood pressure, is caused by stress, worrying too much about things, right? And the beer you drink. So, babe, you know that hands-on, that the type of beer you drink is going to cause your blood pressure to spike a little bit. Is that what you're saying? By the way, thanks again, Rosie, for the $1.99 super chat. Much appreciated. And again, go to Rosie Wren's channel and subscribe to it. She's now been monetized. That's awesome. Maybe now we can start doing some panels together. Somebody's coming in. I'm going to wait a second here. Alex the Beer Master says, yes, Eli, your girlfriend is correct. It all depends on what beer you drink and what you eat. Yeah, you got to also worry about diabetes, man. That's another thing, right? Alex, do you actually get out and take walks and get your exercise in, or, I'll tell you, man, when I was doing the DoorDash and Uber Eats thing, I was walking around. Don't get me wrong. I was still walking probably a few miles a day, to deliver food, getting in and out of my car and stuff like that, right? But I was also sitting for a while, right? And I missed these walks, and I'm so glad I'm back to doing them, because since I've been doing them, I feel better, man. I feel the endorphins kicking in, right? And, you get that blood pumping, you stay healthy and fit, and you minimize your risk for heart attack and diabetes and high blood pressure and all that stuff, right? Let's see, is there anyone coming? No, we're good. We're going to head up to the observation deck. By the way, folks, my lady and I were going to do some content this week, but we're going to put it on hold because she hasn't been feeling too well. We think she has the stomach flu. So she's been resting a lot. She's laying on the couch right now and, chatting here. But, her tummy hasn't been feeling too well. And so she's going to relax, and she'll let me know when she's ready to come back on. Who knows? It may be later this week or this weekend, or probably by early next week. She's going to start doing some of the in-studio streams with me. And, I may even start to bring her on while I'm on these walks, because now the cool thing with these mobile live streams is you can stream live together with one other YouTube/Google user from mobile. So I could bring on one person at a time while I'm on these walks or anywhere on mobile and have a conversation with them. So if you folks want to see that, let me know. I think that would be pretty cool. I will try it out at some point. But yeah, she will be back as soon as she's feeling better. beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. All right, let's head on back. Alex says, yes, I do sometimes go for walks. I do sometimes walking streams occasionally. I've tried it out and it's pretty damn cool, my friend. Oh, that's awesome. So you've tried out the Go Live Together from mobile, and you said you've done some walks or walking streams. That's cool, man. Hey, I'm glad that my idea, can be replicated by a good person. So many people over the years have done parodies of the types of shows I've done. Oh, there's so much content I've done out here on YouTube, and if I only knew 5-6 years ago how to better market myself with the content I created, I think it would have gone a lot further and reached a lot more of my intended target audience. But live and learn, right, Alex? Right, babe? Live and learn. And it's never too late because I have faith in myself. I have faith in myself. I have faith in my lady, and I have faith in the people that are here. And I have faith that whatever is meant to be will just happen, right? And when you least expect things to happen, that's when they happen. Like what happened to my lady and I today. We received a phone call out of the blue that was literally a life-changing phone call. Life-changing. And again, I'm not going to say what it is. We'll talk about it down the road. My lady and I will do some shows on it down the road to further help people. But it was life-changing. Just absolutely life-changing, especially after everything that her and I have been through the last 6 months or so, online and offline. We did lots of content on YouTube. We were highly scrutinized for it. All right. I mean, there were good people, but as always, you're going to have your haters and your trolls, right? And then, when we moved all of her stuff from her place to my place, and not one person helped us. Her and I did the move all alone. Nobody helped us. We paid for it on our own, and we moved it on our own. We rented a U-Haul Ford Transit van, and we did it all. We figured everything out. And then when you least expect it, after all that hard work of doing everything you can to survive and barely get by, when you least expect it, something amazing happens that's life-changing. And that trend can happen for you too, folks, as long as you have a little faith. All you need is a little faith in yourself and a little faith in other people, faith in humanity, right? Alex the Beer Master says, I will tell you this, Eli. I'll let you know what happens after I take my medicine for 3 months. But again, thank you for your support, my friend. You're welcome, Alex. And Alex says, I will tell you this. So, Eli, I am happy to see you back doing your walking streams again because I know you enjoy them, my friend. I do enjoy them, Alex. Thank you. I hope you enjoy them too. And, if there's anything that myself or my lady can do to further help you get your message out. I mean, I'd love to make some time and maybe do some streams together, or, but what I may end up starting to do, Alex, is bringing someone on to these mobile streams with me. The problem is I need to be able to trust the people I bring on. I'm not going to bring just anyone on. Because there are a lot of people that do crazy things on this platform, like some of the stupid things that were done in that former drama community that we've talked a lot about here is people would go on these StreamYard panels and they would come on and they would play a porn video in the background. And it's called porn bombing, right? Like these grown-ass men, women never did this. It was the grown-ass, immature, insecure men in their 30s and 40s and 50s that were going on panels and either playing porn or stripping naked and showing, Mr. Mr. Horsey live on YouTube. Man, I've seen some streams like that, and I'm like, God, man, I've seen this shit happen live. And if the creators don't delete that right away, somebody will flag it, and 5 minutes later, if it's for sexual content, YouTube will look at it, and then they'll terminate your entire channel, even if it's clean, even if it's not your fault. You got to be very careful when it comes to that. Don't let anyone porn bomb you. Nice lady waved. Awesome. That was funny. The other day, I forgot who it was. Somebody was in here saying you can get way more tail at your age than that other guy that's younger than you. The guy that lost all his channels. I don't know. Maybe so. Who knows? All I know is, like, I love my woman and I'm happy with her. I wouldn't trade her in for the world. I love her. But if I was single, yeah, I'd be talking to these women on the trails, or wherever. I mean, I wouldn't push anything, but like sometimes when you just talk with women and you're nice and you don't expect anything, they just start to like you, and then they just give you their number, right? The secret to getting a woman is not trying. It's just being you. All you do is you have conversations with women wherever you're at. Hey, how you doing? It's a nice day, isn't it? Yeah. Blah, 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 right? Right? And I wouldn't even ask them for their number if it's like on a trail like this, because you'll probably see them again, right? But if you run into them again, at that point, hey, how you doing? Yeah, cool, yeah, whatever. Then they might give you their number, right? And if a woman gives you her number, that's better, because that's automatically showing interest and trust and faith, at least, right? But I'm happy with my woman. I love my woman. My woman's amazing. The cool thing is, if you're a confident guy and if you were single, you could get a lot of tail, that brings more value to your woman. I can understand that. My woman can get pretty much any guy she wants. She's a beautiful woman and she's a firecracker. So, I respect her for that, but I know she's with me, I'm with her, and we're cool. Got 14 people here, 4 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Please share this out. Let's continue to grow this positive network here, folks. There's too much negativity on the platform here. And a lot of it has been getting purged. But there's still a lot of negativity. And I just, I'm tired of it. I just want to, completely remove it from everyone and bring happiness into everyone's lives. It's beautiful. Well, the 101 is moving again. Whatever was slowing the freeway down has been cleared. Yeah, my lady and I, we went to see another specialist doctor through her network. She was referred to a physical therapist by her primary care physician. And the medical clinic that she goes to that I set her up with has branches like all over the area. And the branch that her primary care physician's at, it's like 20 minutes away, like 15, 20 minutes south of where we're at. But the branch that we went to the PT, the physical therapist today, was one city away in San Carlos. So it was close by. And took her there. She wasn't feeling that great, but after going there, it's like she started feeling better. She started, getting treatment for what she was there for, because, as you get older, you can have lots of issues, besides, anxiety and depression. I mean, you're going to have sciatica and other issues that, affect your body. And the name of the game is minimizing pain, addressing pain and minimizing it. Huh. Sorry, just was reading something in the chat for a second. Yeah, so, it was a great day, and my lady got another, issue addressed. And then we ended up going to Panera Bread. She loves their soup there. And because she's been having some, issues keeping food down, which is why we think she had stomach flu. We got her some soup from her favorite place. I got her some soup from Panera Bread. And came back home and she ate it, and it felt good. She was feeling a little better, so that's good. Alex the Beer Master says, "Hey Eli, I love Panera Bread. That is a good restaurant, my friend." Yeah, no, it's Panera. This is the thing. Like, they don't have a lot of Panera Breads in my area. There's a Panera Bread in the town called Foster City, which is the closest one to me in Redwood City, and it's like a 15 to 17 minute drive, right, from where I live. And the closest one south is in Mountain View, which is another 15 to 20 minute to 17 minute drive or so the other way south. Foster City's north of me. And my lady was like, well, when I lived in San Jose, they're everywhere. I'm like, yeah, I used to network in San Jose. They have Panera Breads everywhere there. Why don't they have them here? Well, it took us a while to get an In-N-Out burger. I said, in this area here, the commercial real estate is higher than pretty much anywhere else besides San Francisco. Right? I mean, in this area here, Redwood City, San Carlos, Belmont, Menlo Park, the commercial real estate is astronomically high. It's like $5 plus a square foot, maybe more. So it's hard for businesses to be profitable when their monthly lease amount is very high. And my lady's like, that's stupid. Well, she wasn't feeling too well, but I said, I agree with you, babe, it is. It is. But that's the reason why. That's the reason why it's taken longer for certain businesses that are everywhere else to come into this area. Well, hoping one day, Eli, they'll make a Panera Bread near you a little bit closer. At least I hope. I mean, it's not a bad drive going out to Foster City. We were already almost halfway there when we got to our doctor's appointment. And it's right off the freeway, which is cool. So it's basically freeway miles, but still, it's it's a 10 to 15 minute drive instead of a 5-minute drive, in your same town, right? Oh, man, I gotta bring some water the next time when it's this warm. Starting to get a little dehydrated, but I'll be fine. I'll make it off the trail. I always do. Yeah, I'm just taking a moment of silence here, folks. Some people are coming. I'm gonna pull over to the side. Is that Coach J-Rom? Coach J-Rom's in the house? Why are you hating on me today? How am I hating on you? Can you be more specific, Coach J-Rom? Why am I hating on you today? That some fake sock account pretending to be me make some comment that you saw that I wasn't aware of? I didn't see you. Oh, there you are. No, I didn't even see you. No, there you are. I didn't notice that. It didn't pop up. Here it is. Sounds like gallbladder, and that would explain almost all the issues you mentioned. They need to run a HIDA scan on her. Oh, yeah, no worries, man. I didn't even see it. I sometimes just won't pop up till late. That's the thing with mobile, like the app acts up. I had problems earlier. I had to, delete that stream and restart a new one after shutting down my phone and then restarting it, which used to let me resume, but it didn't let me do it this time. YouTube made some updates. So yeah, my apologies, man. Technology, that's how it goes. Give me 1 second, got some people passing by. Bro, you're taking me too serious. I'm joking. No, I know. But you never know, bro. Sometimes, seriously, there are people that have cloned my accounts even recently. And there are some other people saying that I said some nasty things in the comments section or in a live stream. And this happened to me while I was on ODN's show the other day. I think it was yesterday. And I'm like, I've hardly even been on YouTube this whole entire time. The last several months I was working DoorDash and Uber Eats, and there are lots of people that are cloning my accounts, and I would never say something like that. But some people will just believe anything, you know what I mean? So, and some people are just not as well versed, on YouTube and stuff like that, so. I know you are, though. But even then, even if you're well versed, sometimes people play games anyway, so, But yeah, how's your day going, man? What's been going on with you? My lady and I got some great news today, and we're going to be sharing it over the next few weeks. Yeah, things are turning around. I saw your short video regarding the housing market and the house that you're going to get. And we did kind of talk about it, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, no, interest rates have gone up. I'd still buy that house over renting because it's going to be a better investment in the long run, and you're going to be able to refi that within the first, 1 to 3 years, or even 1 to 5 years, you'll be able to refi that down to probably 4 or 3%. And when you get that thing down to 4 or 3%, a lot of that interest is going to be a lot less. Yeah, people don't realize how much interest 7% is on even a $300,000 to $500,000 house. It compounds. That's 7% APR. Oh, I'm going to still buy it. I'm just going to put a bigger down payment, probably just short of half. Yeah. What are you required to put down in your area? 20%? So yeah, I mean if you put, half down, then yeah, your payments will be lower, you'll pay less interest over time. That's good. But even then, I mean, here's the thing, Coach Eli, even if you only put 20% down and then the other 30%, if you invest that otherwise, you can make a much bigger return. I don't even know if it's up to you. I don't know if it would even be a good idea to put 50% down, even with the 7% mortgage, because you can get a greater return investing another 30%. But it's up to you. It's up to you how you want to diversify your money. And yeah, nowadays it's a little bit more risky. The market's a little more volatile. 10% is the minimum, but I'll put around 40%. Well, it might be different in your state. Out here in California, it's typically 20%. So all they require is 10% down. You're going to put 40? Wow. That's a huge down payment on a house. Huge down payment. The only time I would ever pay more than the minimum down payment on a house is if I could afford to buy it outright, and I was like a billionaire. But for me, otherwise, in any other situation, I'd put the minimum down, and then the other money I would have put down, I would reinvest somewhere that's making me, way more money than putting that money down on the house. That's just me, but yeah, everybody does things differently, and some people take more risks than others. I've taken some risks in the stock market and through 401ks and other stock plans, and I've gotten lucky. Stemming back to my Costco days, where initially in my 401k plan for a few years I had 100% Costco stock, and it went up and it split, and a lot of us did that, and we made really, really good money those 2 years. But then most of us, what we did after that is we diversified. That was the time where Price Club and Costco merged. They were called Price Costco for a little while, and then they just changed the name to Costco. So all the old Price Clubs became Costco. And since those days, that's a lot of what's kept me afloat, even after not selling insurance anymore, after I stopped selling insurance a few years back. It's about diversifying your money into something that's going to make you money, right? And again, there's always a risk, but you got to have, like I've been saying this whole stream, you got to have faith, right? Without owning it completely or having 140K in it in case the market drops. So I'm not sure what you're saying is, are you saying that you're putting more money into the down payment in case the principal value, in case the value of the house drops? Yeah, I don't really think that would make a difference. Because if the value dropped, if we had another crash and the value dropped by 50%, then you'd have to do a short sale if you wanted to get out of it, or you can continue paying it, and which you would. I mean, you make plenty of money. You make enough to afford to pay it. I'm just saying, for the average person, if they were hurting and they couldn't pay it, and then the value went down, they'd have to do a short sale. They'd lose it all. My comments must have come across backwards. That was an add-on comment. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I guess I misunderstood it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but no, man, that's going to be cool. Do some videos when you get that house. That'd be a cool place to create some videos. I'm sure you'll fix up the yard. You have a lot of acreage out there, and you can have the kiddies come over and do Easter egg hunts and all that, man. That's cool, man. Are you kind of like setting yourself up for retirement, like you and Anna? Are you like I mean, I know you and I are still both too young to retire, but we got to start thinking about, like, even when you get into your mid to late 40s, you got to start thinking about retiring, and you should always have a retirement fund from your younger days. But if you don't, if you have no retirement fund in your mid to late 40s, start one now. Start one now, because what do you have, another 15 good years of working, maybe 20? Get some retirement going, because your Social Security, number one, may not even be there by the time you retire, and if it is, it may be less. Now, my dad, when he was around, had great Social Security. My mother, she's got great Social Security. It's still around, but who knows where it's going to be 15, 20 years from now. The rumor for the last 5, 10, 15 years or so has been it's going to go bankrupt. Who knows, right? And I have faith it'll be there, but I'm not going to trust the government it's going to be there, right? I have faith, but I got to have a backup plan too, right? You have to always have a backup plan. Always have a backup plan. And I've had that backup plan myself. And there are things I could have done differently than doing the DoorDash Uber Eats thing to help my lady, but that would have affected my future retirement. I didn't want to do that. It would have affected the investments I have going on. That's why, even if you have retirement funds and stuff like that, where you can pull hardship withdrawals and emergency money, if you don't have to do it, if you can do something on the side to get you through that rough period of 2 or 3 months, it's better than pulling that money, plus the fees you're going to pay on that, the penalties and all that. I mean, only use it if it's a last frickin' resort, if you've exhausted every other resort possible. Coach Eli says, yeah, just trying to set up life without trusting the stores. So you're basically without the banks and the investments and the stock market and all of that. Is that what you're saying, or have you thought about doing crypto or anything? I think the government's now trying to regulate the crypto market. And they're probably going to have to do it because a lot of people are diversifying their money there, so it's not traceable or not taxable, right? They're trying to hide money that way. Those days will be gone. I started getting into crypto a little bit years ago, but it never really panned out for me. I'm still really not into it and not that well versed on it. Coach Eli says, I'm in some crypto and some healthcare. Anna is in tech and pharmaceutical. Oh, so Anna invests in tech and pharmaceutical. Okay. Tech's not a bad place to invest. Same with pharma. Especially, during the pandemic, where basically the government funded all the COVID shots. Those big pharma companies made tons of money. Yeah, not bad. Especially if you got in years ago, you've made money. And you're still ahead to this day. Now, who knows what's going to happen later on this year or next year? Who knows what's going to happen to the stock market? It's up in the air. But yeah, no, those have been great investments. And my suggestion, because I know many people that I met through networking that are financial advisors and stockbrokers, people that I trust, and that's how my stuff is managed. When you have good people that are managing your portfolio you can trust, it minimizes your losses, through the hard times, and it maximizes your gains when possible. It's their job to do it. Yeah, they get a little commission out of it, sure. But I'm not the kind of guy that wants to sit around on a computer all day and watch the stock market. I want to go out and create content. I want to do other things to give back to the world, right? Got a lot of beetles on the trail right now. I'm avoiding squishing them or squashing them. Yeah, we got 8 people here, not that many people here. No problem. People are doing other things, or they're curious about drama still, and that's on them. Hey, more power to you. If you're still curious over the same old shitty drama, that's on you. Tomorrow, folks, I'll probably do a walk from a different location of the San Francisco Bay Trail, and then eventually I really want to get to some newer locations I haven't shown you folks in a while now. If you are new here, then these are trails you haven't seen. But if you've been here for a while, you've seen all the trails I've been on in the past. And I even want to give the longtime supporters and followers something new. But if you're new here, this is my absolute most favorite trail. Bear Island. The San Francisco Bay Trail at Bear Island here in Redwood City on the other side of Whipple Avenue and Highway 101. Have faith in people, folks. Even people you know you really can't trust. You got to have faith that one day they'll also do the right thing. I think at one point or another, every person has their wake-up call. Every person has their come to Jesus moment, right? And starts to realize, hey, you know what? The jig is up. It's time to face the music. It's time to, turn things around. Yeah, I look forward to going home and just relaxing, maybe watching a movie with my lady or a couple shows, and then getting to bed early and starting the day fresh tomorrow. And if you folks have any topic requests that you'd like for me to discuss on a future show, whether it's in the studio or on a walk or pre-recorded video, please go below in the description and email me at coacheli at coach.eliasmelas.com. That's Coach Eli at coach.eliasmelas.com. Or you can just comment below in the description when this hits the replay. I prefer an email. Even if you're here live, I prefer an email because that's something that, I'll get flagged after the show ends. And that's something that I can, take a screenshot and put in a different folder of topics that I'm going to be doing so I don't forget. And it's more personable. I feel that when somebody takes the time to email you instead of just comment on a video or in a live stream chat, it's more personable. They're more interested in what you are doing. Usually. Sometimes you get trolls emailing you and you ignore those. You get a good laugh and then you ignore those. But usually people that email you, are more serious about, the topics they request, and they like who you are and they want your help. Anyway, folks, get your final questions, comments, and concerns in the chat. We're going to be going off the air in just a few minutes. I am getting a little tired, so I'm going to be wrapping this up shortly after I get off the trail here. Gabrielle Louise Martinez, beautiful day. I don't know if you've been listening at all, GLM. My earlier stream, I couldn't resume it from the YouTube app when I shut it down for a second, like I normally have been able to do in the past. So I had to delete that and start a new stream here from mobile while on the trail already. So my apologies on that. Yeah, she's back. I saw her on Pastor Mills. She commented on Pastor Mills, one of Pastor Mills' videos. And I saw that her account was back because you had hidden it for a while, GLM. And I just told her, yeah, we'll bring you back. That's fine. You say you're not going to talk about these people anymore and you're done with it. And it's over with, so no problem. No, I'm a fair and reasonable guy. And like the show topic, I have faith in GLM. J. Rama Bama. I hid my channel while I was in prison. Okay. Okay, that's great. So that's the new conspiracy theory you want to put out there. Hey, GLM, I heard actually that I think you may have mentioned this at some point last month or so that you're no longer working that same job you were working. Are you looking for new work or? And I'm just curious, like, how has it been in the job market? Because it's it's hard to find good W-2 jobs nowadays. So I'm just kind of wondering, is that what happened? If it's not too personal, if it is, no worries. But is that what happened? And are you out there, searching, or how's the hunt going? LOL, I kid, says GLM. And we've got a scooter here. Oh, wait right here a second. GLM says, I can always find work in my field. I got a second job. I do independent consulting now. Good for you. That's awesome. That's seriously an awesome thing, GLM. So are you like an independent contractor? Taking like side gigs? Because if that's the case, then God bless you, because that's the right way to do it nowadays. Go out on your own if you can. If you have the resources to do so and the contacts, that's the way to do it. Use your resources, folks. I've got so many resources. I haven't even tapped into 90% of my resources. And I haven't done it because I don't feel I'm at the level of traction on YouTube yet to where I could bring these resources some value in return that they would bring me. So, waiting for the right time to leverage more of those good resources from the past. Facebook contacts, LinkedIn contacts, Twitter contacts. I've got a lot more contacts than what people see out here on YouTube. It's just it hasn't been the right time or place to do so. And that's why I've been trying to just remove all this stupid drama, because I don't want these people dealing with it. I mean, I did try to bring a few people on over the last several years from these contacts, but with all this trolling and shit and all this crazy stuff going on, it was just too big of a distraction. But it's different now. Things have changed. Things have majorly changed. I don't want to get into the specifics, but the independent consulting is the majority of my income. You don't have to get into specifics. I'm not asking you to be too personal. I get it, GLM, here on YouTube, and I get it. All I'm saying is that I'm proud of you. And you know what? That's a good thing. I commend you for that. Okay? A lot of people like to talk smack out here regarding people like you and myself and my lady and other stuff. But let me tell you honestly, we know what we're doing. And, if you folks think that, we're not in a good place and don't have the means to survive, we do. Yes, sometimes times get tough, but we know what we're doing. And that's all I'm saying, GLM. I appreciate you sharing that. I'm a hustler from the Bay. Yeah, I mean, you could call it a hustle, a side gig, but, everyone knows that you're a social worker. You've gone public on that. You've said that. And, it's good work. It's not easy work, but, it takes a special person to do it. And that's awesome that you do that. And being more independent gives you greater flexibility and freedom, financially and time-wise. to make more money, spend more time with your son, your family, and everything. I mean, God bless you. Good for you. All right, with that being said, folks, we're leaving 10 people in the box. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care. And as always, be good to each other.